Yes. All right. Welcome to your practice, guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's an honor to honor your practice and an honor to guide your practice. It's an honor. All right, let's just begin with a nice big breath. If you want to keep your hands down, you can. I'm going to lift mine up. We'll just start with a nice big inhale and a full complete exhale. And even letting your head move. We'll just do this a few times. Just welcoming ourselves to our practice and just refreshing the space around you. Good. Okay, I'm just going to do one more, fully up and full exhale down. And then let's just hang out with the fingers, just touching the floor, bow your chin. Close your eyes. Just letting the pads of the fingers connect to the earth for one moment. Good. And as you begin your next inhale, you can lengthen. And as you exhale, bring your hands together in front of your heart. With great reverence, devotion, honoring. Bring yourself fully into your space. Just inviting in this time to be fully present for your practice. Fully present with the flow of your breath. As you begin your next inhalation, lengthen yourself tall, lift your chin, and exhale this breath completely. Stay here for a second. And we'll open this practice with 3 ohms. Inhale fully. Bowing your chin and placing your hands on your thighs. Lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay. Your heart is on dog duty. All right, let's just start on your backs. And I do feel we're going to be doing a little bit of standing today, but let's just start here. And if you did bring your heating pad into practice, a little chilly in town today, so nice thing. And let's also bring a block with us too as you come to lie down. And we'll just set it aside and then take a few moments, just receive the floor. If it's your first time lying down all day, then it's going to feel really nice. Okay, so however you choose to put your legs is fine. And we'll just take the arms up and over the head if that's, or by the head if that works, or out to the side. And you can just let your hands relax. Okay. It's like circus has started here. All right. Just take 2 more breaths. Okay, so then we'll just bring the right knee into your chest. Arms can come up and over. We'll just hug it in. And left leg bent or straight. Just allow the right knee to rock in and out a little bit. Just a hand. He just wants a hand. Good. All right, so let's do one more. And now bring this thigh in as close as you can to your belly. If your hands want to walk down the shin, go there. Flex the right foot. Just hug it in as tight as you can. Let the shoulders drop. Smile. And tuck your chin a little bit. Good, one more breath. And then we'll release, take the arms back up over the head. If your legs want to go straight or stay bent, that is your choice. Take a few breaths here in the settling and in the extension. Okay, inhale. And as you exhale, left knee comes in, change the interlace. Right leg bent or straight. And again, just letting this knee move in and out, just waking up your hip in a lovely way. Okay. And then just starting to bring this thigh in as close as you can. Put your hands wherever you need to. Hug it in. Drop the shoulders, drop the face. Tuck the chin a little bit. Flex the left foot. And releasing and just dropping back into this extended Hasta Tadasana, Supta Hasta Tadasana. And lying down, mountain pose with your arms over your head. And take one nice big breath in, just lengthen yourself, stretch yourself, and this time bring both knees into your chest. Arms can come up and over, and I just move these knees in and out in a way that feels nourishing and nurturing. Just moving the low back a little bit. Yeah. Nice. And now just bringing these thighs in as close as you can. So you just hug them in. You might interlace your fingers. If you can snuggle in, you might get opposite elbows here. Flex the feet. And just take a few breaths. And however small you are, smile. Again, I'm just going to do 3 more breaths. Just inviting in the settling into the tightness. Good. And then just coming back to the Supta Hasta Tadasana, extended mountain pose on your back. And just feeling the energy, the breath. Okay, stay as you are, and we're going to extend the right leg, bend the left leg. So if you are anywhere else but, just find that. And then we'll just roll over to the right side, and you can prop yourself up on your hand. We'll take this left leg, and I'm going to bend it and bring it in front of the right leg, and the toes are going to point down. If that's no good, just pop it to the outside, or you could even go on top. It is a version of tree pose. So here I've turned the foot, it's pointing straight down, the right leg is flexed. Okay, just notice, this wobbly. If you're wobbling, we're gonna really press out through the left leg. So I'm really pushing out through the left heel. I'll take the belly in, and if you feel stable, then just take the left hand and just rest it. Woo, I lost it. Okay, just rest it. The other thing you could do is, I did say to grab a block, and if you just take that block and you put it behind you, then that sometimes gives you you feel like there's a wall behind me, but there isn't. And then the next thing to do is just take your gaze and you just look at your left hand or your left knee. Good. Take one more breath. Good. Okay. And if you put the block behind you, just take it out, bring it back. Okay, I'm just going to stretch both legs out and take the arms over. So we're doing Supta Hasta Tadasana on the right side. Draw your belly in, push out through your heels, stretch your arms. Maybe the pads of the fingers are touching. Smile. One more breath. And I'm just going to roll back onto the back, and I'm going to try and make it as controlled as I can. See what happens. And then you'll end up on your back, and then just rest here. Do what you need to, or adjust yourself. Good. Okay, stay as you are. Take one more breath. Good. Okay. Then as you are, this time we keep the left leg extended, bend the right leg, put the right foot on the floor, and roll yourself onto your left side. And you just prop your head up. So you come here, I'm gonna bring the foot in front again, but then I turn the toes. So I'm anchoring, I'm using it to anchor. You know when we do pigeon in a tree, when we're standing? If you don't, it's okay. But this is, there it is. Okay, then you find your stability, belly, extended heel. I'm even gonna take this elbow back. You know, it does like to kind of creep forward. Take it back, and then if you feel stable, take the hand, like I'm envisioning Cleopatra here. And take your gaze and just look at your fingertips or your knee. So your head is turning. Good. Take one more breath here. This side is a lot easier. It's always interesting to notice. And then come back to this side lying Hasta Tadasana. And I do have a wall here, but I'm going to just bend my elbows, so I'm not using the wall. Press out through your heels, take your belly in, find your balance. Notice if, you know, I notice for myself, my chin is tucking. Take it up. One more breath. And then with grace and elegance, bring yourself back onto your back. And once you're there, you know, adjust what you need. Drop in again, arms over your head if that's okay. Good. Okay, and stay as you are. Just bring your arms down by your side. Let everything come back. Good. Okay. And we're going to find your block. Maybe you had it behind you and I didn't cue that, but hopefully you took care of it. Okay. So just coming onto your back, bend your knees, and we'll place the block just under the sacrum. And I'm just going to go first height. You know, we're still at the beginning of practice. We'll just take a few moments here. And if you're on the first height, you could do it on the second height too, but I'm going to stretch the legs out. So if that is okay for your hip flexors, if it's no good, you know, then don't do it. But if you're okay, then the next thing you could do is take the arms up and over the head again, if that's okay for you. We'll just take a few breaths here, this supported bridge pose. Okay, just notice any place you're holding and that you can just melt over this block. Any discomfort that comes up in your back or in the front of the hip crease, any of that, just see if you can drop into those places a little bit more. Good. Take one more breath. Good. Okay, so if the arms are over your head, bring them down by your sides. And if the legs are extended, we're going to bend them. You're going to try and set them on the floor at the exact same time. Might be super simple or challenging. And then I'll take the block and I'm just going to lift it up to the second height. Yes, so just on the, yeah, there you go. Great, I love these camera angles. Okay, hold on to the block. And if you feel okay here, then we'll take one leg up in the air and just point and flex that foot a few times. And then you can stay with the other leg on the floor or we stretch it out. And maybe it stays off the floor and you just push out through the heels, or you can put it on the floor. And I'm just gonna, if I have both legs lifted, now I'm working both feet. So I'm pointing and flexing. And as I do that to you guys, I just lift my hands to kind of show you the feet, but this is good work for your wrists. So might as well do that too. So I'll just take one more moment here. And then I'll take both feet into its flexion. I'm just gonna put my hands like I'm holding something. Stretch the fingers, stretch through the feet. And then maybe you want to hold on to your block and you'll switch legs. And do that in any way that makes sense. Again, the opposite foot could just rest on the floor. Or it extends out. And again, it could be above the floor, on the floor. Okay, I'm using my hands. And I'm just going to point and flex feet and wrists. Breathing. Loving this because you're working your back, your legs, and your joints. How good is that? Okay, and then I'm just going to hold the hands in flexion. Open the hands, press through the heels as much as you can. Take your belly in, anchor into the block, and then maybe you take your hands and hold the block. I'm going to take both legs up. If you need to put them on the floor and just rest on the block, that's fine. I'm just going to flex both feet. And so many things here can happen, you know. You might need to bend your knees. The feet might travel closer to the head, takes you off the block a little bit, and you want to have your heels over the hips or just a little bit past the hips. Take one more breath. Okay, again, I'm going to bring the feet down, see if I can get them to touch at the same time. Once you get down, let's just hang out here for a breath or two. If you want to pop it onto the third height, you're very welcome to do that. But yeah, don't have to. Just stay on the same one. Good. Okay. Take one more breath. Well, I say one more, but then I hear heart going, oh, so good. So, yes. Well, he's the one I can hear. So let's do a few more moments here. Melt over the block. Release your day. Okay. And then we'll just lift the hips. Take the block out. Come all the way down. Just rest on your back for a moment. Keep the knees bent. Feet on the floor. Arms by your side or out to the sides if you prefer. And we're just going to come to, okay. I was going to say the next pose is going to be windshield wiper, but the other thing is to feel the sensations in your low back, which you're probably already tuned into and enjoying. Good. Okay. So whenever you're ready, friend, you'll just heel toe your feet apart, and then we'll just start with the windshield wiper as a way of just releasing your back. And yeah, the hips. Get some movement into your pelvic floor. Good. Great. Okay, let's just do one more on each side. And then we'll just come back and rest on your back. I'm going to pop into a Baddha Konasana here. So just bring the soles of the feet together, drop the knees out. And if that's not a happy pose for you, then take a moment and grab your props. I'm just doing it, to show you how simple it can be. Just grab your props, throw them in to support yourself here if you need that. And if you're okay to just hang out with a little bit of stretching, that's okay too. Now the hands can rest on your body somewhere, out to the sides, or even over your head, if that's okay. Good. Nice. Okay, press the soles of your feet together. You can pull the toes apart. So the toes can be flexing and the soles of the feet are pressing towards each other. Take one more breath. Good. And then we'll just release the knees back up. Heel toe your feet. And then let's bring the knees into the chest. Just one last hug here in your child's pose. Feel free to rock the knees in and out. If being on the block gives you some tightness in your back, then just shake it out. And yeah. Okay. So we're going to hang out here for another 3 breaths. So you can bring those knees in nice and tight. Flex your feet. Let your shoulders drop. If you're interlacing your fingers, probably switch the interlace from what you had the first time. Okay, and then from here, friends, we're just going to do this little twisty side-to-side twist we've been doing in class, where we're just really just windmilling side to side. Okay, I'm going to take this little block that I have and just put it right between the knees and the thighs. So the long side is here, and it's just there so that I can really hug in and flex the feet, and it kind of helps to stabilize the abdominals a little bit. So try that. Take your arms out to the side. Palms can be down or up. Okay, before we go, I want you to take a big inhale. And as you exhale, press your back into the floor. That's going to engage the abdominals. And then on your next exhale, just take the knees over to one side. And it could just go a little bit. You just go side to side. And if you feel you can go deeper, you just go almost to the floor. Almost to the floor. And you don't have to go that fast. If you go really slow, maybe there's going to be something there. I'm just trying to keep the abdominals engaged. So you're not, bringing any more effort than needs to be there. Yes. Can you smile right now? If you can't smile, maybe you're doing too much. But if you can smile, does that mean you're doing not enough? No. It just means you're here. You can be present. Good. Okay. I'm going to do one more on each side. Good. And then once you're done, just take the block out. And it might feel really nice to pop that block back underneath your sacrum for a moment or two. Or just stretch your legs out. You can go even on the lowest height with the arms and the legs out like we did. That might feel great here, just to open and, let all that fresh breath flood the body. Hey. Oh. Sorry. Okay, good. You put her. Oh. Yeah. All right. Good. Okay, one more breath. I'm going to bend the knees, see if I can put the feet on the floor at the same time. And we'll take the hips up. If you have the block there, just take it out. Good. Okay, so we're going to come up to standing. And you can just, roll over to your side, sit up, come up to standing is fine. Okay, I'm going to bring the knees in and do a little rock and roll because it's good for your spine. You can do this and then, maybe you just come to sitting, but you might be able to go all the way up and come up. And so you see, maybe if you get up, you go back down and you do it again. You don't have to. So I'll just give you one moment and then we'll come up. What'd you do with the dog?
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, groovy. So we'll just take a little bit of a sun salute. And I'm going to bring my blocks in. We'll just come to stand at the front of your mat. Just move the stuff off. And if you want something for your knees, though, put your blanket in. Okay. So just give you a moment or two. Get yourself ready and centered and standing at the front of your mat. You can just allow everything to become present here. Feel your breath, your heart beating. Feel your feet on the floor. Okay, so we're just going to go very slow. As you inhale, open your arms out to the side, all the way up. And as you exhale, just bring these hands down in front of your heart, bow your chin. Pause here for a full breath in, full breath out. And as you inhale, sweep these, keep the hands together, but reach straight up. Look up and then open your arms out. As you exhale, bring them down by your sides. Stay here for a full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, open the arms out to the side and up, look up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, straight back up through center. Exhale, open the arms down by your sides. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, open the arms out to the sides and down. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart, bow your chin. Inhale, up. Exhale, open the arms down by your side, drop your chin. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, up, push the feet down, look up. Exhale, open the arms out to the side, bow the chin. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, reach up, sweep up. Exhale, open the arms this time, fold forward into your forward fold. Use your blocks or the floor, drop all the way down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out as you are. Then we anchor the hands, lift the chin, lift the heart, look forward, take your belly in. Stay here, one more breath. Exhale and fold. Stay here, full breath in, full breath out. We're gonna come all the way back up, guys. So bend your knees, open your arms out, inhale, rise, touch the hands over your head. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale, open your arms out to the side, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to your half forward fold, look forward. Exhale, full forward fold, and we're coming all the way back up. Open your arms, inhale, touch the hands over your head. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open the arms, fold. Inhale, lift your chin and your heart, look forward. Exhale, fold. Now stay here. 3 breaths, however you want to have your body placed, wherever your hands are, stay here, let your head go. Okay, last breath, whatever you're on, last one. Okay, come back to your forward, half forward fold. So as you inhale, lift your head and your heart. Stay here. Keep the right foot where it is, or step it forward. Take the left foot all the way to the back. We're gonna come up for warrior one. So the back foot is just gonna drop to the floor. So it just touches the floor. And then you inhale, sweep your arms up, come up. And then knee can bend, reach up. Good. Okay, take one more breath. Good. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Exhale, open your arms, touch the floor of your blocks. Good. Step the left foot forward. Step the right foot to the back. Do the same thing. So just drop it down so it's flat. And as you inhale, you take your arms up to the sky. And exhale, bend into your left knee. Open your heart. Take the belly back. Maybe you look up. Good. One more breath. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale, open the arms. Touch your blocks. Step your feet forward. And as you inhale, you lift the chin and the heart. Exhale and fold. Stay here, 2 breaths. Drop your head as much as you can. Maybe your eyes are closed. Then we're going to come all the way back up. So just open the arms as you inhale, rise up. You could go very slow if you're someone who gets dizzy. As you exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, open the arms. Come into forward fold. Could be very slow. On your inhale, you lift your chin and your heart. As you exhale, you fold. One more breath here. In this forward fold, then you anchor your hands, and as you inhale, lift the chin, lift the heart. Okay, left foot's gonna step forward or stay where it is. Right foot comes back. Let's go back to warrior one. So we'll just drop that foot, bend into the left knee, inhale, come up. Good. Take 2 more breaths, nice and strong through your legs. Good. Inhale. Exhale, open. Good. Okay, I'm gonna lift the back heel. We're gonna switch legs. I'm gonna jump switch, but you could just step forward, step back. Maybe you do a little jump. And then whenever you get right foot forward, left foot back, drop the left foot. Inhale, come up. Okay, and we just breathe here. Nice and strong in your legs. Strong for whoever in your life needs it. Be strong, breathe. And exhale, release. Good. Okay, we're coming to downward dog. So I'm just going to move my blocks out. And you do downward dog or don't do it or come to child's pose or just sit, whatever you need. Okay. I'm going to do 3 breaths here or 3 more breaths. Good. Okay, I'm coming forward to plank. I'm just going to ripple forward into plank. And you can also put your knees on the floor. That's all fine. Push the floor down, lift your belly, lift your head, press your heels back. One more breath. Good. And then knees to the floor. Take child's pose. Good. Breathe here throughout your whole body. Good. One more breath. Good. Okay. And then just bring yourself to sit. I'm going to sit on the tops of the feet. That's no good. Flip yourself around. Come and sit however you need. Good. Nice. Just take a few moments here. Good. Okay. Lift your heart if you can, a little higher if that's there for you. Maybe the shoulders can come back a little. Good. Okay. Nice, guys. All right, so I'm going to come to, we're just going to do a few forward folds. So however you're sitting, you're welcome to sweep your legs out. But if you're sitting the way I am, I'm going to take my hands together at my heart. And I know one side is easier than the other. So I know my left side is more challenging. I'm just going to take the hips over to the left, sweep the legs around, and come to sit. Okay, good. All right, so if you need something to sit on for your forward folds, just bring it in. It could be your bolster, a blanket, whatever it is. Okay, let's bring the soles of the feet together. Again, prop it up if you need to. And we'll just start with a little footy. So just give yourself some foot love here. You can use your thumbs, or you can use all the knuckles too. Just feeling into your feet. If this is not a comfortable place for you, then you just make it what you need. So I'm just working the arches, the sole of the foot. And the next thing I'm going to do is just spread the toes. So maybe I'll grab the big toes and just kind of pull them up. And then I'll grab the second one, see if I can just stretch the toes a little bit. And just work your way down. Good. And then we'll just give each toe a little twist, a little tug. And good. And then just give the whole foot a final little rub. And if you want to put socks on, then now is a good time. With your nice warm feet, I think. Oh, I did bring socks. Okay, good. So just sock it up. Okay. Oh, you don't have socks?
I do have socks.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then now we're here. We'll go back Baddha Konasana and just take the hands behind. If this is no good, just go to cross-legged and it's all fine. Good. Okay. Just start to drop your gaze. Feel you're lifting your heart even as you are melting here. Okay, I'm just going to take one more breath. And then if it's okay for you to take your arms, this can be a challenging place, take the arms up. And press the soles of the feet together. You might even take the toes apart. Reach out, see how tall you can get yourself. You might have to lift, if you lift the knees, you might be able to get a little taller. And then I'm just going to move one arm up and then the other one, like I'm just picking apples from a tree. Good. And then inhale, reach both arms up. And as you exhale, let yourself come into this forward fold and let your eyes start to close. The breath release. Again, just listening for where the body says, that's enough for right now. And it's feeling the breath and the body. And if something doesn't feel right, just bring yourself out, stretch yourself out, come back when you can. Good. So inviting the pose to unfold in whatever way it does. You can stay here, you can put maybe you want to put the elbows on your thighs and hold on to your ankles. You might like that. And you can also slip your arms underneath your calves into turtle pose if you like, palms down, palms up, whichever one. So whatever you're doing, however deep you are, you just tell yourself, I'm doing good work. And then just let the magic of the pose wash over you. In the form of the freedom of the breath, the opening of the pelvic floor, softening of the head, and your commitment to be present. And as the body opens, if you can go deeper than, even just a millimeter, explore it. Very slowly and lovingly. I'm just going to come back up and we're just going to sit for a few moments. If you want to stretch the legs out or go to cross-legged, it's all fine. You might keep your eyes closed and just be in the repose. Okay, the next pose is Upavishta, and so that's the legs open out to the side. And, if you need a blanket underneath your knees or whatever you need. Here's where, I kind of will come off the prop a little bit. It's just really the fleshy stuff on the prop, and the groins are on the floor. So if that helps, make it what you need. And then again, let's just be in this shape for a few moments. And just let the legs, don't press them down. Just give them permission to be a little softer. If it works for you to flex your feet here, just to open up the backs of the legs, and you still feel like your heels are still anchored, then go there. Okay, so just taking a few more breaths and just allow all the parts of you that are touching the floor, just ground into the floor. Good. Just take a few more breaths there. Good. And then just allowing your head to start to drop and your eyes to close. And walk your hands forward and just move into this forward fold. You can keep the flexion in your feet, but if you need to let that go, do it. Just take your time. Allow for the invitation to be present. Good. Just allowing the pose to unfold in whatever way it is today. And to be explorative and curious and very present into anything that is arising. Knowing that the anchor to these forward folds is the breath. It is the breath. So feeling that the exhalation is in the settling. And sometimes that can be a lot, and so we kind of hold ourselves at a certain place. And it's all just progress on the path. So whatever's happening right now, just deeply observe it. So just moving into your final few moments here, letting it go a little bit more, any place you can. And then slowly coming out of this. And again, we're just going to sit. So your legs can go out in front of you or they can go cross-legged. Take a few moments to just be in the repose, to feel the residue. Good. Okay. So the next one we're going to do is with the legs straight out. And you might take your hands and kind of turn the thighs in. Like you just turn them in. And then you take the little buttock flesh out. So we just kind of get more of that anchoring down. Okay, so here's where you might need to bend your knees. Maybe you can flex your feet and keep your heels into the floor. But if the heels are lifting, see, I can lift my heels, so I know I hyperextend my knees a little bit. So I'm going to keep the heels grounded. Yes, and then let's just take a moment here, just touch the earth like we did at the very beginning of practice. You can feel here. And just before we fold forward, use your powers of intuitive knowing and just feel on the inside if you're maybe over on one sit bone a little bit more than the other. You might not notice at all, and you might be perfectly even. But if you're not, you can shift the rib cage to the lighter side a little bit and just see if that helps. Very subtle. Okay. Good. So I'm going to lift the arms up here. If that's okay for you, then go ahead and join me. Sweep them up. You can look up and just spend a few moments just reaching, almost like you want to lift yourself out of your hips a little bit. Good. Now take one nice big inhale. And as you exhale, the arms can come down, the head can bow, the eyes can close, and we'll start to bring ourselves forward here. And this can be very challenging, even though we did a lot of forward fold standing. Just be compassionate, non-judgmental, and very accepting of wherever your body is here. Soften your jaw, shoulders. Just feel. Release yourself in as best as you can. Just notice maybe your teeth are really touching deeply. And if you can soften inside your mouth a little bit, and we'll soften somewhere else. Let's take 2 more, 3 more breaths as you are. Let the exhalation do its work. Oh, beautiful. Yes. Good. And then very slowly, when you can keep your eyes closed, your head hanging, you just come out. And this time I'm just going to come to sitting cross-legged for the repose part. So let your hands rest anywhere that feels good. Let's take a few breaths. Okay. All right, so we're just going to take twist. I feel like I'm going to just change the position of the legs. So the hands are going to come down. I'm going to keep the right leg bent and extend the left leg. Yeah. And the right foot is not right against the left leg. It's about maybe, I don't know, a foot length away. We're just going to take twist here, left hand behind, and the right arm can come to the inside. And then you lengthen yourself, a little lean back, just a little one, and then turn, see if that works. If that's no good, then just come upright. Just let this be like this twist at the end of practice. You can pull your chin in a little bit. Good. Inhale. Release. Well, we did this in class the other day. I'm going to take my left hand over to the right ankle, and I'm going to cross it over. We kind of, remember this? We did this at the beginning. So I've just taken it over. It might just stay like this, or you might be able to drop it down, knee over knee. So whichever one, you know, if it's here, maybe, you know, this is your pose. It is a forward fold now. So just have them crossed, the legs are flexed. If this is no good, you know, just go to this tree pose form here too. Inhale and then exhale with the eyes closed, Ganeshu, the chin drop, and just walk yourself forward. And you might not have to go that far to find something. And we're just here for a few breaths. So just take all those inquisitive, curious powers that you've cultivated in the last forward folds right here. Maybe Ganeshi, tuck your chin and touch your forehead to your knee. That might happen next, but might not. Good. Okay. Release your breath. Okay. Then walk yourself upright, and we'll just uncross. Maybe you need a moment here. Shake your legs. Good. Okay. And we'll start with the twist. So the left leg's gonna bend. Again, there's some space between the feet and the leg. Take the left elbow in, the right hand behind, and I give a little lean back. It's not a huge one, just enough so I can lean back and turn. And again, it's not a big turn. This is, you know, you might feel this is more up as opposed to some twists that we do that are low. Just breathe here. Get one more breath. Release yourself, and I'll take the right hand all the way over to grab hold this ankle, and you'll bring it, you know, over, across all the way, or into, you know, if this is better for you, do that. Okay. And then take a moment, just be where you are, flex your feet. And whenever you're ready, the eyes close, the chin drops, and maybe the hands walk forward. But if you feel sensation just from dropping your head, then that is your place. Good. Okay, just do one more full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Okay, and then inhale and come up. And just release. I'm going to go opposite cross of sitting. Again, just changing the cross and just being here for a few breaths, just really allowing everything to be very present. Good. One more full breath in. Breathe out. Okay. And then friends, from here, we're going to set up for Shavasana. And if you do, you've been doing a lot today. I don't know if you want to do legs up the wall, give your legs a chance to have blood flow going the opposite way, then take that for Shavasana, and you're just happy to just lie down and take rest. Do that, and you know, just this idea of practicing rest. You know, after all these years of doing this in yoga, of doing Shavasana, and always loving it, I feel that it's probably it is the most important pose we practice. To learn how to be quiet and to be introspective, and you know, sometimes we even discover, hey, I'm not an extrovert. I thought I was. I'm more of an introvert. You know, like just taking this time to be quiet and to rest. Good. So hopefully you're very comfortable. If you need a blanket, bring it in. An eye pillow. It's always nice. Even if it's a face cloth, just to cover your eyes and encourage the brain to relax a little bit more quickly. Okay. So if you were in class with me yesterday, I led you through a 4-part mantra guided Shavasana. I'm just going to offer you those 4 phrases here as a way of dropping in. So I'll just say the phrase and you're welcome to just repeat it to yourself. And I'll just say this too, there's 4 phrases. And at any point, if one really feels like you're struggling or doesn't feel like it's resonating, then just go back to the one before. Don't worry about it. Okay. Settling into your breath, into your rest. Here's the first one. My breath is flowing freely. Just repeat that to yourself a few times. My breath is flowing freely. Here's the second mantra. My mind is calm and relaxed. My mind is calm and relaxed. I love and accept myself just as I am. I love and accept myself just as I am. I accept the world as it is. I accept the world just as it is. I accept the world just as it is. My breath is flowing freely. My mind is calm and relaxed. I love and accept myself just as I am. I accept the world just as it is. Staying in your rest for as long as you like. Or beginning to wake yourself up in a way that feels nice and nourishing. Take your time. Just feel free to move slowly, sweet and seated whenever you get here. Or stay in Shavasana, that's fine too. And once you get to seated, just take a few moments, just feel what you've done, what's changed and shifted. And staying as you are as you inhale. And on the exhalation, bringing the hands together in front of the heart, bowing your chin, just honoring all that you are. And your next inhalation, lengthen yourself tall, lift your chin, and exhale this breath completely. We'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra. We'll just send that out here. So, okay, beginning with a nice big breath in. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. We'll seal that with one Om. Inhale. Bowing your chin, take a full breath in, breathe into your hands, catch your breath, lift your chin, open your eyes, and offer this to yourself. And we offer it out, and we offer it out, and we offer it out, and we offer it to each other. Yes. All right, have a beautiful night, guys. Thank you so much for being here and for playing yoga with me. And next week, it's going to be very hot, so I feel like, Lindsay, we're going to talk. We're going to do it next week. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So much love, everybody. We'll see you later. Sweet dreams.
Everyone is welcome. We have lots of space to spread out.
Great. Okay. And I think like next Monday, it's going to be 30. So